Hi, I'm Katie Dean, a registered dietitian, and we're here at Brookshire's grocery store in West Monroe today to pick up the ingredients that we need for our peppermint meringues. The items on our healthy substitution list today are egg whites and peppermint extract. You'll find egg whites next to the egg beaters and the eggs in your grocery store. Egg whites are a low-calorie, fat-free food. They contain the bulk of the egg's protein, and one egg white contains less than 20 calories, so they make great substitutions in your baked goods to kind of lower the fat and the calories. Egg whites whip up really quickly with cream and tartar to make light and airy meringues, so they work perfectly in this recipe that Amanda's making today. Amanda's using peppermint extract in the cookies today. Peppermint extract is made from the essential oils of the peppermint leaves. It's used to flavor your baked goods, but it's also used as an herb or a form of alternative medicine. It aids in digestion and has also been found to soothe symptoms of the flu and the common cold. Peppermint extract could be added to hot water to create peppermint tea. So let's get to the fast food kitchen and watch Amanda as she prepares this recipe.
Hello and welcome to the Fast Food Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a really easy recipe that's going to be a type of a candy. We're going to be making gluten-free peppermint meringues. You start with 3 egg whites, and you have a half a cup of confectioner's sugar, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and you can also use, if you're a diabetic or a diabetic in your family, you can always use like a Splenda blend for a sugar-free meringue as well. We have some cream of tartar that we're going to put in there. We're going to use peppermint extract today. This is going to make some really good and minty. You can also use any other type of flavoring as well. My family really enjoys the lemon meringues as well. So you can choose chocolate, spearmint, peppermint, lemon, any flavoring that's out there you can make these with. Actually, we're going to use the red food coloring to make them look like a little peppermint since we're using the peppermint extract, and we're just going to have a little bit of salt as well. So we're going to start with 3 egg whites, preferably at room temperature. That's going to help them fluff up and turn white a little bit better. And we're going to put it in this bowl. So once those are transferred, we're going to beat those until they're white and foamy. I'm actually going to take it off just for you to be able to see how it's kind of white and foaming. I don't know if you can see that. It has like the little foam things. It's not quite making any kind of a soft or stiff peak at this point in time. Right now with the foaming, you're going to add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of the cream of tartar. And then we're going to go ahead and beat them some more until they form soft peaks. So you just want to scrape the sides a little bit to get that, make sure that's in there too. And once you have the soft peaks formed, you're just going to kind of fold in the granulated sugar first. And it really does help to have a standing mixer. You can do this with a hand mixer, but it's just so much easier because you can use your hands with the standing mixer. And be sure to get around the sides. Then we're going to take the confectioner's sugar, that's a half a cup, and gradually put that into it. And it'll make a mess, so you've got to be careful with it too. That's why you're just folding it in very carefully. Then after you get those in, you're going to beat it some more. Basically about 2 minutes for this. You're going to make sure it's some stiff peaks form. All right, after you have those, gradually take it out. You want to be sure not to splatter it on everything, so you have to very gently bring it out. And notice how it's got these stiff peaks. They have like a little point to them. That's what we're looking for the end product. So after that, we're going to actually stir in the peppermint extract. And depending on how strong you want your peppermint, you know, you can use this extract. I like mine pretty minty, so I use about 1/2 teaspoon. Some recipes call for 1/8 or 1/4, but I like 1/2. And then you let that stir in a little bit more. And let the mint get in there really well. Now, the next part, we're actually going to spoon it into a piping bag. I actually have what we call a normal regular icing piping bag, but if you don't have one of those at home, that's fine, because we can also use these little Ziploc bags are perfect for it. What I do is I'll cut like a little corner out, and you can buy a decorating tip. They come in like a little thing of 5 at the grocery store or Walmart, anywhere, for just a really small price, usually about $2 at the most. Anyway, so I use the Ziploc bag, and what we want to do is we put about, we want to scoop this in there, and I like to decorate it where it'll kind of look like a peppermint. So I take red food coloring, and I put just a few little drops in at first in the bag. And you don't want a lot in one place. You just want to just let it go up there naturally. And then you're going to put the peppermint, about 10 to 12 drops of the red, all in different places. I know people that use actually the green as well, and it kind of looks like a red and green peppermint, but we're just going to do the red today. You do not stir it, because if you stir it, it's just going to look like a pink blob there. So gradually and carefully, and it does make a mess. Just be aware to you're going to get your hands dirty. Anyway, you're just going to put all of it in there in a little bag. And zip it up. And I try to get it all toward the bottom, where we're going to have it come out, toward the tip, in that corner. Close it off, and then just fold it down. And you want to get some parchment paper. And a little trick that I've learned is, if you want your parchment paper to stay in place, you put just a little dot in the corners of the icing, and it'll hold your parchment in place. And that way it doesn't slide on you when you're trying to work with it. Makes it a lot easier. All right, once we have our lined cookie sheet with our parchment paper, we're ready to pipe on. And so you just take a little swirl and you squeeze it, and voila. You can make it as little or as big as you want. My children like big ones, but they turn out really, really cute. After you finish piping, you want them about 1 inch apart. After you finish piping them, you want to put them in a preheated oven for about 2 hours on 200 degrees. And yes, I said 2 hours. They have to stay there for about 2 hours. And then you want them to actually cool in the oven themselves. You don't want any humidity to get to them at all, because the humidity will not allow them to get hard. They'll stay soft. And it's the same way with the, you want to make sure you have very clean equipment as well, because any kind of residue or oil or anything in it before you put it in there will not allow them to get hard as well. So after you pipe those on there, they're ready. I'm going to not finish this pan, but they're ready for the oven. Once you pipe them all on there, like I said, you get messy hands, but it's all worth it. Place them in there for 2 hours, then turn the oven off. Do not take them out of the oven. Don't even open the door. Just let them cool in the oven after you turn it off, and it will keep them hard, and they'll be crisp and not soft. And then you keep them in a very airtight container. Usually from up to a week, I've been able to keep them up to a week where they still stay crunchy. Just as long as it's an airtight container and no humidity can get inside of it. I actually have 2 friends over today, Taria and Jordan. I've actually got some back here, and I'd like for them to taste and tell me how they think that they would enjoy those.
They're really good.
Very light.
Yep, they're very light. They're very airy, gluten-free, good protein source. It's just a wonderful treat to have, and the kids love them. And I hope you can join us next time in the Fast Food Kitchen.